Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden secrets within corporate filings. Today, we're diving into Ocular Therapeutix Incorporated's latest report, and let's just say they're making some bold moves. We're looking at Ocular Therapeutix Incorporated, a company that is in the business of developing new medicines, specifically for eye conditions. Think of them as innovators trying to bring new treatments to market to help people see better. They've got a product candidate called Accession, which they're hoping will be a game changer for wet age-related macular degeneration. That is a condition where blood vessels grow under the retina, causing vision loss. And if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our future breakdowns. Also, we've got a super active Discord community where we chat about these filings and more. You can find the link in the description below. The big news here is about their regulatory strategy. Usually the FDA, which is like the government's watchdog for medicines, wants to see two big well-done studies to be super sure a new drug is safe and effective, especially for something as important as vision. But Ocular Therapeutix is saying things might be changing. Based on recent positive signals and their talks with the FDA, they're planning to submit their application for Accession using just one key study's data, the sole -1 trial. This is a pretty big shift from the old way of doing things. They're essentially betting that the data from the first year of this trial will be strong enough to get their drug approved. This strategy relies heavily on the FDA's current thinking, which seems to be evolving. They're hoping to get the green light for their application based on this single study. It's a high-stakes move. If the FDA agrees, it could speed up how quickly this new treatment reaches patients, but it also means the company is putting a lot of its eggs in one basket. So to speak, they're expecting to hear the initial results from the first year of the sole -1 trial sometime in the first 3 months of next year, 2026. Now, it is crucial to understand what forward-looking statements mean. These are essentially educated guesses or hopes about the future. The company is telling you they expect certain things to happen, like getting their drug approved or having positive trial results. But these are not guarantees. The report is full of these statements, talking about their plans, their product Accession, and the potential of their clinical trials like sole -1. They're using words like anticipate, believe, expect, and plan. This is the really important part. They are legally required to tell you that even though they hope for the best, the actual results could be very different. This is because there are a ton of risks involved. They mention uncertainties about their clinical trials, like whether the FDA will agree with their trial designs or their interpretation of the results. They're also worried about whether the data collected will be enough to prove the drug is safe and works well enough for widespread use. One of the key risks they're highlighting is disagreement with the FDA. They have something called special protocol assessments, which are like agreements on how to run trials. But even with those, to rest the FDA might not see the data the way Ocular Therapeutix does. This shows the delicate dance they have to do with regulators. And it is not just about the clinical trials. There are always other little bits and pieces the FDA wants, like manufacturing details or long-term safety data. They're saying they can't guarantee they'll be able to meet all those requirements, even if the trial results themselves are good. This is where the devil is in the details. They also touch on a crucial point in drug development where the early trial results predict later ones. Sometimes a drug works great at first or in a small group, but then when you test it in a larger, more diverse population, or if the trial design changes, the results can be very different. They're being upfront that early or interim data, even if it looks good, might not be the same as the final, official results. This is a common hurdle in getting new drugs approved. They're basically saying, go read our other reports too, because there are even more risks listed there. This is standard practice. But it also suggests Therese a lot to consider when evaluating this company. Then we get to the signatures, which is just the formal part where the right people are signing off on this report, saying it is official. Here, Donald Notman, the Chief Financial Officer and Chief Operating Officer, has signed this document. This tells us Hez saying on behalf of the company that this information is accurate to the best of his knowledge. It's the official stamp of approval from the company's leadership. So, what is the story here? Ocular Therapeutix Incorporated is making a strategic pivot. They're pushing hard for the approval of their eye drug Accession by relying on a single pivotal study. This is a gutsy move that could significantly speed up their path to market if successful. However, it also significantly increases their risk profile. The company is very clear about the many uncertainties involved, from FDA approval to the reliability of trial data. It is a high-risk, potentially high-reward situation. They are essentially betting on a more streamlined regulatory pathway, which if it works, could be a big win for them and for patients who stand to benefit from their potential new treatment. The next few months, especially with the SOL -1 trial data expected early next year, will be critical in determining if this gamble pays off. What do you think about Ocular Therapeutix' bold regulatory strategy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description, for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder, and we'll see you in the next one.